Boy, are you ready to blow up the glass ceiling? This is what one of my clients said to me a few weeks ago, and I was like, boom, that's a mic drop moment that I need to write down. So I have a board in front of me that I write down a whole bunch of things that my clients say because I want to talk to you today about how to create your client avatar. And this is in our series of My Journey to a Million. And the reason that it's in this series is because this is something that over the years of building my business, I've gotten better and better at and struggled with a lot. So I want to bring you tips and strategies to help you create a client avatar so that you can attract people your way more easily instead of limping along, struggling and not getting where you want to go fast and not being able to break through that glass ceiling because you have scattered focus and scattered energy and you're not really sure who you're talking to. So that's what you're going to get today out of this video. If it's your first time here, I'm Dr. Amanda. I am known as the Money Healer. I'm the founder of NFA Money, and I went from food stamps to building a 6-figure business fast, and now I'm on my way to 7 figures. It is my quest to impact a minimum of 5 million entrepreneurs just like you who are pre-6-figure or have plateaued and you're ready to make more money in your business. So you have that time freedom that you're looking for so you can wake up every morning and pinch yourself and go, yeah, my life is awesome. My business is awesome. I have creative freedom to do whatever I want. That's what I want for myself. And that's what I want for all of you. And that is what I create. And that's what I'm teaching you. So I'm going to talk to you about my ups and downs, the struggles I've had about creating my client avatar. And I'm going to give you 10 things you can do, actually 11. Yes, 11, that you can do to start to refine and define your client avatar. So first, what is a client avatar? I want you to think about this as your ideal rock star, 5-star person that you love to work with, who you get the best results for. So let's say you've worked with a lot of different people. Usually in the beginning stages of business development, you work with a lot of different types of people as you're in that discovery process and understanding what it is you do really well. So for me, when I went to networking events, I would talk to pretty much everybody. Anyone who, actually at first I started thinking I was going to be a relationship coach. So I went there starting to promote kind of transformation and personal growth and development. And very quickly, all the people that were talking to me, because we were at networking events, were entrepreneurs. And I was like, okay, entrepreneurs are willing to pay money to have me help them grow personally so they could have breakthroughs. So I had this package called the NFA transformation, no fucking around transformation. And we would work on one specific or a couple specific things in their business that felt stuck, or in their personal life, or in their money. And so I would, guarantee that they'd have big breakthroughs during this period of time that I worked with them. And so during that process in the first year, I worked with all different kinds of people, men, women, all different types of businesses. And I would actually drive to their house and do the sessions with them at their house. After about 9 months of doing this, I was like, oh, this is pretty exhausting. So I decided to switch to online, and this was before COVID happened. And so I started meeting even my local clients. I would meet online because I realized it was just more time efficient for both of us, especially for me, and I could work with more people and have a bigger impact. And so I switched to online, and then I started to refine who I was working with. I started to get clear, like, okay, I'm working with service-based entrepreneurs, because in that first year I was working with brick and mortar entrepreneurs and just all different kinds. And so I started to clarify and refine and really start to structure my avatar in this way of who am I getting the best results for and who's already coming to me for my products and services. I don't have any products, services, I would say. You could say a product would be an online course, but it's more of a service-based business. And so I started to identify, okay, I'm a coach who works with service-based people. It could be an online entrepreneurs or people who are working from home. So I still work with coaches, consultants, I work with freelancers, I work with some real estate investors, anyone who has a business where they're in charge of their time and their mindset and their leadership where they get to make more money as they ramp up their business growth, and they need that mindset alignment piece. So my avatar has gotten clearer over time. And so I want you to start thinking about it that way. Who do I love to work with? And what am I really good at helping people do? If you're at the earlier stages, be documenting as you go and think, okay, what is the result that I'm getting for the people that I work with? And you want to be getting their feedback, asking them. You can even ask every session or every time you meet with somebody, what result are you getting from me? Often when I close my masterminds or my one-on-one sessions, I'll say, what's the key takeaway you got from today? And usually I know what it is already. Sometimes it surprises me and I'm like, oh, awesome. And what you'll start to see is patterns in what people say, and then you'll realize, oh, that's what I'm good at. You want to know what you're good at because it makes your marketing easier. And you want to know what it is in the words that your clients and customers say, because then that's free marketing for you. And that's what resonates with the people you're working with. So in avatar work, you want to be thinking, how do I read the mind of my people so that they feel heard and seen, and that they are heard and seen because you've been listening and paying attention to what it is that they are wanting from you. Once you get that down, business gets a lot easier. And so for me in this $1 million, quest, action, all the stuff I'm doing this year to build my business and scale it to $1 million, I got to be really clear about what I'm bringing to the table for my people. So I've got to know exactly what's going on in their minds, their fears and their doubts and their uncertainties. For me, that's a big thing I bring to the table. Up on my board, I wrote down, I help pre-6-figure entrepreneurs break through imposter syndrome, fear, uncertainty, and doubt so they can manifest more money in their business. Fast results guaranteed. And so it could be pre-6-figure entrepreneurs. That's mostly who I'm marketing to. I've worked with entrepreneurs who make more than that, lots more. Some have a plateaued, but mostly in my marketing and what I direct my attention to is people who are pre-6 figures and are, they might be at 90,000, they might be at 50,000, they might be really just getting started, but they're highly, highly driven. That's who I'm talking to. And that's you, right? So you're watching this because I've met your needs in some way. If you're 6.5 minutes into this video or a little more than that, you're here because you are like, Amanda has something for me and she has answers and solutions. And that's because I've done the avatar work to understand. So, a couple weeks ago during Christmas time, I got COVID and I was having a conversation with my copywriter, who actually is my daughter, and she's freaking incredible. And if you need a good copywriter, message me and I'll send her your way. We were having a really cool talk because she's been doing my copy lately, some of it, and we've been teaming up and really having great conversations around it. And she said, Mom, you have a little bit of a scattered message. And so I've been really shifting and knowing I need to get more focused and clear on my client avatar. And I've got to see them in my mind and just, so I started writing out stories and this process I'm going to teach you right now. And I've been playing with that. So when I got COVID, I went really deep inward and I thought, I want to get intimate with my client avatar. I want to know them so deeply that I read their mind and that they feel heard and seen, and that I can just, every time I go to do a video, I meditate on my client avatar and I think of you and I think, what do you need from me today? What would you need to hear to help you grow your business to make more money so you can have that freedom that you want? And all of those words are very specific because that's what I do. I help you get aligned in your mindset. I help you overcome your fears and your doubts to know that you can make 6 figures and beyond, so that you can break through the glass ceiling, and that you can choose to work every day from your pajamas in your home because you have lifestyle freedom, and that you can take your kids on vacation. And you can, one of my daydreams with my kids, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to go on an unlimited shopping spree where we just go buy whatever we want. All of my kids, I have 4 kids now. So it's like, let's go wherever, let's have a spa day and like do all this cool stuff. I'm like, that's such a fun thing. And I really could do it now in a lot of ways. And that's what I'm moving towards. $83,334 a month. When you have $1 million business, that's lots of money freedom. And I look forward to that. I want to impact you so that I can have an equivalent exchange where I make a lot of money doing what I love and I help you because I'm serving you because I know you so well. And I bring you products, services, programs, masterminds, online courses, books, videos that resonate with your soul. And you go like, oh my God, Dr. Amanda reads my mind. How does she do that? I do it by doing this work that you need to do for your company and your business right now. So number 1, name and identity. You want to name your client avatar, and then you want to say the main thing that he or she wants. For me, I have both because I work with both men and women. I So I say she or he badly wants to break through to a six-figure business. And it's a pre-six-figure coach type entrepreneur, I could say, or someone who works from home is on that beginning business building stage, who wants to make money doing what he or she loves. And I always put like an S/HE, so it stands for she and he. And sometimes if I'm doing something that's very geared toward women, I'll focus on my woman avatar. And if I'm focusing on my men, I'll focus on my man avatar. So for my woman, I have Andy as a name of a client I love, and Brett as a name of a man who follows a lot of stuff that I've done and has been in masterminds with me. Okay, so number one, name and identity. Number two, focus. What is their focus of attention? Okay, so for me, and you want to write down 2 to 3 things in each of these. Okay, so number one, name and identity, and then name, obviously you're only gonna have one, but then write down a couple of what their identity is. How do they identify? If you were to type it into Google, how do they identify? It could be, I'm a pre-six-figure entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an online entrepreneur, I'm a coach, I'm a consultant, that type of thing. I'm a real estate investor, there's so many types, author, thought leader, freelancer, speaker, those kinds. Okay. Then number two, focus. Okay. What are they focused on? So I wrote down, she thinks that she needs strategies. I'm going to say she for now. She thinks that she needs strategies, but what she actually needs is a mindset upgrade and permission to be herself. Okay. So most people think they need more strategies. They think they don't know what they're doing, but really what they need is to own their power and know that they know what they're doing. And they need some strategy around it that I help with. But more than that, they need to have an up level in their mindset and know their power and develop confidence. Okay. So they're also focused on building a successful business, and she's ready and willing, but has a lot of blocks: fear, uncertainty, doubt, procrastination that keeps her stuck from getting into action and breaking through the glass ceiling or making more money and building momentum in her income. Okay. Now, number 3, desires. Okay. What is your client avatar's desires? So desires: build a 6-figure business that gives her the freedom to create life on her terms. I had a client that said to me, I want to make a shit ton of money doing exactly what I want on my terms so I can have a life of freedom. And I was like, oh, and I wrote it down. Okay. So when people in your community say things like this, I have a list that says statements from my clients. And it's like avatar statements. And it's great for marketing because that helps me read your mind. I know that's what you want. I know that's what I want. And we want the same things. So write that down because it's great for you to use in webinars, in content, in copy. And it helps you tap into the mind of your people and know the psychographics of your people and speak to them on that hot button emotional level where they're like, oh, yes, that's what I want. Okay, and then another one, to make money doing what she enjoys so she can feel successful and more empowered. Okay, number 4, immediate result. What's the immediate result that they're looking for? Mine is to feel more confident. She's ready to let go of fears and doubts, and she knows that it's possible to build a successful business and wants some help and wants a roadmap. Okay. So immediate results. Number 5, what isn't working? So what's not working right now for your client avatar? And you need to think of this for yours. What's not working? And for me, I wrote, she's not really sure, but wants an easier way. So sometimes she might think, well, things are sort of working, but I'm not really sure what's not working. And I want an easier way. Or what's not working is the doubting and the second guessing. And what's not working is that the business is growing too slowly. So she's putting a lot of hard energy, a lot of work, a lot of effort, and she's looking around going like, I see other successful people. Why am I not successful yet? Why am I not making the money I want to make yet? Okay. Then in number 6, you want to write down, what is the enemy that gets in the way? What is the enemy that gets in the way? It's her own mind. This is for me. Her own mind beats her up and gets in her way. And she's looking for the answers outside of herself, thinking that another course or another program or another book. So there's some procrastination going on through overlearning, which is related to imposter syndrome, where, oh, if I learn everything and I know everything, then I'll get into action. Okay. So my job is to help you get into action and develop confidence through taking action steps. Okay. So that's what's not working. Slow growth, feeling doubtful and second guessing. Okay. Then in number 7, you want to focus on what are the main 3 problems and pains. Okay. So mine for my client avatar is not making enough money in business, sees the possibility of breaking through to 6 figures, but doubts if she can do it, lacks confidence and does not attract new people to the business easily. So sales fears, doubts, uncertainties. So number 7 for you, I want you to write down what are the problems and pains, okay, of my client avatar. Number 8, frustrations. This is similar, just helping you think about it from multiple angles. So for me, she wants it so badly, but gets stuck in the process of knowing what to sell and how to sell it. So super stuck, feeling like I'm not sure if my program is great. I'm not sure if my services are priced right. What if I'm charging too much? What if I'm charging too little? What if I'm not asking the right questions? Those kinds of things. Do I have what it takes? This is that was on the next one. She works a lot but doesn't get the results she wants. So someone who's working a ton in their business and is struggling to get what she says align with, I want this, but I can't seem to get it. So misalignment. And then she feels stuck but doesn't know who to turn to get unstuck. It's a huge frustration. You know, if you're watching this, you're my client avatar, you might be thinking like, oh, that feels like me. And it should, because you are my client avatar, or you wouldn't be watching this. And so you're stuck and you feel like, God, I've turned to so many things. I've asked so many people. I've looked for help, and I just still am not getting where I want to go as easily as I want to. Okay. Now, number 9, you want to ask critical questions. What are your client avatar's critical questions? So what are the things they're asking and questioning in their mind? Okay. So critical questions, and I'll restate these all at the end so you can make sure you get them. I'll recap. So the critical questions for mine are, how can I build a successful business? Do I have what it takes? What if I'm not made for this? And is it worth it? Okay, so how can I build a successful business? Do I have what it takes? What if I'm not made for this? Is it even worth it? Like all this energy and effort. Those are some of the critical questions. I could write a lot of those. And so for you, write down in all of these, you want to write 3 to 5, you could keep going. The better you know your client avatar, the easier it is to talk to them and build connection and find out if your program is right. Your program, services, products are right for your client avatar. Then you're not chasing people, you're actually attracting them to you because you understand them so well, and you're building rapport and going like, oh yes, I have a solution for you. Okay, number 10, roadblocks that keep them from moving forward. So this is fears, uncertainties, and doubts. So these are the main roadblocks that keep my client avatar from moving forward. Fears, uncertainty, and doubts, inner critic beat up, information overload that leads to shiny object syndrome, scattered results, analysis paralysis, procrastination, right? So a lot of information overload. So much information these days, and it's really easy to be like, who do I listen to? What do I do? I want you to listen to yourself. You know the answers, but you've got to have someone help you figure out how to listen to yourself often. Just so fascinating, isn't it? And me included, right? I have coaches and consultants. So I'm not one of those people that goes like, hey, hire me as a coach and consultant, but I don't have any. I've hired lots of people to help me see straight and get through my blocks too. I think everyone needs a coach to help them see what they can't see. Number 11, results. What are the main results your client avatar is looking for? So for me, it'd be, I am ready to make a shit ton of money on my terms, on my time, so I can do what I want to do. That was straight from my client's mouth. To make a difference through their business, the people I work with really care about what they're doing. They're not just doing something only for the sake of making money, which, yeah, I don't work with anyone like that. The people that I work with care about their business. They care about the people they work with. And even if it's that they're building a business because they care about their family and they want to have time freedom to hang out with their family more, they care about what they're doing in the world, and they have high values on having freedom through their business to be able to spend time with their family or to travel or whatever it is in their highest values. They are making an impact through their business and using that money to build their wealth and do what they love in the world and do what they want to do. To make a difference through their business, work where they want, when they want, and support their family and have extra money for travel and to invest and create a retirement fund, just like I said. Okay, so here they are for you again. Number 1, name and identity. Number 2, what's their focus, their main focus. Number 3, what do they desire, their desires. Number 4, immediate results. What are the immediate results they're looking for? Number 5, what isn't working in their life or their business. Number 6, what is the enemy that gets in the way? Number 7, their main problems and pains. Number 8, their frustrations. Number 9, what critical questions are they asking themselves? Number 10, what are the roadblocks that keep them from moving forward? And number 11, what results do they desire? So for me, on my journey to 1 million, this is something that's so important for me to understand. And something you're going to want to do is at every product or program you create a new client avatar for that. It's going to be in your umbrella. So this is my umbrella overarching avatar. And then I have for certain products and programs or courses, things like that, masterminds, I'll have a very specific avatar for that program. For example, I have a mastermind called NFA Money Mamas. Obviously, I'm targeting women for that group, okay? So I'm going to create a very specific client avatar for that program, and that's who I'm going to speak to when I'm out in the world talking about it, okay? Then I have a cooperative collaboration mastermind called the Charge What You're Worth Mastermind. That one, I'm going to create a client avatar, or I have created a client avatar with the person I'm collaborating with, and that's going to look a little different than the NFA Money Mama. And I'm staying in my lane the whole time. I'm not working with 8 million different types of people. There's always the overarching theme of the avatar I just talked to you about. So you want to have an overarching theme. You want to get really clear, and then you want to create from that place. And this is what's going to help you get to millions. This is what's going to help me get to millions when you have that kind of clarity. So it's been so helpful to sit down and do this and get really playful with it. My printer just broke, unfortunately. The toner's not letting me print, so I had to get a new printer. Then that one's not working. I'm like, funny block here. But that's in the works to be fixed this week, so I can print out my avatar story and have it on my wall, like right next to my desk. So when I talk to people, I'm always visualizing my avatar. It's fun to get a picture of someone and just daydream and interact with your avatar, because that's who you're working with in the world. That's who you're helping grow. That's who you're helping change and transform through your products, programs, and services. And so you want to have them like as a piece of your heart. Okay, if you like what you're getting here, be sure to click on the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, and leave a comment. I want you in the comments to share one key takeaway that you had from this video. What's something you learned, something that helped you understand client avatar better? I always love to hear from you. I remember I'm creating this playlist because I want you on the journey with me to 1 million. Whatever your journey is, whatever level you're scaling to, I want you with me. I want you to scale with me. Let's scale together. Let's build businesses we love, impact the world, and have that freedom that we all just so much enjoy. Freedom of choice, freedom to do what we want with our day and with our money and with our time. And until I see you again next time, NFA Money Making High Five.